Why should you never fully rely on a Disney boat? What are the guidelines when it comes to ordering a bottle of moscato to your resort? And is there a way that you can stay at your Disney hotel for longer than the checkout time? We're exploring Disney's hotel rules today, both the actual ones and our personal brand new set of rules that we live by when we stay at Disney hotels. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. So the word rules in Disney World spoken in the same sentence can come across kind of intimidating at first. This is your vacation. Are you really supposed to follow a super strict regimen as a future guest? Don't worry, while some of Disney's most important hotel rules can seem a little bizarre when you first hear them, they've been put into place to make sure everybody, and I mean everybody, is kept safe and continues to have fun. Not to mention, these rules aren't hard to follow, so once you know about them, you should be able to adapt to them super quickly. But I've also got some brand new Disney hotel rules based on policies and changes that have just been put into place. So these are things you may not know about, but here at DFB headquarters, these have become quintessential when it comes to our Disney hotel stays. Number 1, grab a key card. Here, I'm going to start you off with a DFB rule of thumb just to help set the tone for today's video. Always grab a physical key card from the front desk if you want that safety net. There are 3 ways you can unlock your Disney hotel room. You can use your Magic Band, you can use Magic Mobile on your phone, or you can use a physical key card. Now, if you decide to use a Magic Band that you paid for online or at one of the Disney gift shops, or you decide to use the Magic Mobile service, which is a free option and it works on the My Disney Experience app, then technically you can skip over the front desk. You can check in online, just head straight up to your room once you get that ever magical text telling you your room is ready. Typically, by the way, you won't receive that until 3 p.m. or later on your check-in day. Just a little heads up for you. Now, in theory, this should be all fine and dandy, right? Disney thinks it is. However, I can tell you from how many times I've gone to my new home away from home, tried to scan in using my Magic Mobile or my Magic Band, only for it to not work. Yeah, I love that for me. Technological glitches happen, and they happen all the time at Disney World. So even if you're trying to pass up the front desk line, it might still be worth visiting at some point on your first day, just so you can pick up a physical key card as a backup plan in case your phone or Magic Band decides to have a little rebellion against you. It's nice to have a safety net option versus arriving at your hotel room at the end of a long Disney day and not being able to unlock your door and immediately crash on your bed. I really hate making the trek back to the lobby once I've walked all the way to my room. So to be fair, there have been times when physical key cards might let you down too, so your best option is to make sure you test out that key card as soon as you're able to. That way, if it's not working for whatever reason, you can have a front desk cast member help you out right at the start of your vacation instead of running into that problem later in your trip. Now, if you don't have a key card and your Magic Mobile is really rebelling against you, here's a quick tip. Go ahead and update the app. Sometimes that will make it actually work. By the way, throughout today's video, you're going to see a whole lot of clips featuring a lot of Disney hotels, like this one, and even this one. And you might start to wonder, how many Disney hotels are there, and which one's going to be the best fit for me? To answer both questions for you, 1, there are a lot of Disney hotels, like more than 20 of them, and you can start finding the one that's going to best fit your taste and budget by scanning the QR code you see on the screen now. Or if you're watching this from your phone, by heading over to disneyfoodblog.com/hotels to pick up our free DFB guide exploring every single Disney hotel on property, as well as telling you about the key pros and cons for each. Yeah, we're not going to leave you hanging when it comes to which hotel to choose. Okay, number 2, no balloons allowed at Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is one of those ones that sounds weird, right? In some of our past Disney Park rules videos, we've mentioned that Animal Kingdom has a couple of unique rules that other parks don't. First, no balloons allowed, not even the Mickey balloons you're carrying over from another Disney park that you're using to mark out your stroller. And 2, no disposable plastic straws or lids are allowed either. The same thing goes for Animal Kingdom Lodge. While it's a-okay to bring your fun Disney balloon souvenirs back to your other Disney hotels, Animal Kingdom Lodge has several savannas around its resort where over 30 species of actual animals live out their days. So in order to keep these animals safe and thriving, Disney bans these elastic and plastic items to help eliminate any potential choking hazards that they might come across. So even if you pinky promise that you're not going to do anything malicious when it comes to a seemingly innocent Mickey balloon, balloons can be tricky things. They can easily get caught in the wind, escape your grasp, and blow over to who knows where. So just to avoid any and all possible guilt trips and hazardous hazardous affairs, Animal Kingdom Lodge keeps the no balloon policy pretty strict. So hypothetically speaking, what happens if you purchase a balloon over at Magic Kingdom, but you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge? Are cast members going to kick you out and tell you to sleep somewhere else? No, but just as soon as you enter the lobby, you will have to bring your balloon over to Bell Services. Cast members will keep it safe for you until you're ready to check out of the resort. As far as plastic straws are concerned, this can be harder for cast members to pinpoint, but if they see you drinking something with a plastic straw, they will likely tell you to discard the straw ASAP. The restaurants around Animal Kingdom Lodge provide paper straws, but if you want to bring your own reusable straw to use during your Animal Kingdom stay, you're more than welcome to do that. You can get a reusable straw kit, which comes with 12 colorful straws and 2 cleaning brushes and 4 silicone cases over on Amazon right now for just $10. Ooh, I love this brand new rule. Find the character signs. So this has been the latest Disney hotel trick that I've desperately been trying to scream from the rooftops lately because it is so good that Disney decided to start doing this. Recently, a couple of Disney resorts like Port Orleans French Quarter and Wilderness Lodge, and probably a bunch of other ones, have begun posting signs around their resort lobbies telling guests about upcoming character meet and greets. While these signs don't post which characters will be out and about to sign autographs and take pictures, they do guarantee that a Disney friend or two will be available nearby during a specific day of the week and at a specific time. Now, this has never happened before. Before, character sightings at the resorts were really random, so running into someone like Daisy or Goofy, Donald, Mickey was always a happy accident. But now you can meet characters without any park ticket purchase or character dining reservations. It's just going to be a gamble who you get to meet, which, hey, it's free, so there's literally no risk in trying this out, just in case you do get to meet one of your favorite Disney pals. Not every resort has these scheduled character experience signs posted, or at least we haven't seen them all yet, but it's always good to keep your eye out for those. Or if you're not seeing one of these signs, you can always ask a cast member behind the front desk for details, just in case they're able to fill you in on the Disney character 411 for your hotel. Next rule, don't dry your clothes or other things over the balcony. So picture this, you've had a fun-filled afternoon splashing around your hotel pool, and now it's time to head up to your room and dry off and get ready for dinner. If you're staying at a Disney room that has a balcony or porch, you may think about air drying your damp stuff and swim shorts over the railing just because it's convenient and because, well, you might not have a washer or dryer hookup in your room. Those are pretty much a deluxe villa thing. It's an innocent enough idea and one that we've all done before, but it's one that's actually off limits at all Disney World hotels. And although Disney doesn't directly express on their Disney World Resort Property Rules webpage why they've put this restriction in place, there's a good chance it's because guests are spending a lot of money to stay at one of these nice themed resorts, so seeing a whole bunch of laundry hanging around everywhere could take away from the overall hotel immersion. Not to mention, it can get pretty windy in Orlando, so what if all your stuff goes flying and then you tell Disney they're liable for it? So what can you do with your wet clothes? Well, the easiest and totally legal solution is to look and see if your resort shower or bathtub has a retractable clothesline. Most hotel rooms do have these, meaning you'll still be able to hang up your clothes and dry them overnight without breaking any rules. Another thing you can do is use your resort's laundry facilities. Every single Disney hotel has self-serve laundry facilities which you can use for a small extra fee. So if need be, you can always take time out of your break day to stick a few of your wet clothes into the washers and dryers on site and avoid having to repack wet stuff in your suitcase because everything will get damp and all stinky with that mildew smell. And the best part about these laundry services is you don't have to stay in the laundry room to wait for your clothes. All resort laundry rooms can send you a text message when your laundry cycle's complete. And they're often located by the pool, so you and the fam can just lounge poolside while the laundry's running. One more option for you, just bring some extra trash bags to put your wet clothes in and keep them away from your other dry clothes. Sure, you may open that bag when you get back from your trip and the mildew smell is going to hit you like a ton of bricks, but you can quickly toss those damp clothes into your own washer and dryer back home and get things cleaned up on your own time without it eating into your vacation days. All right, this is a new one that we got for you now. Don't always rely on the boat. Okay, so one of the coolest reasons to stay at resorts like Saratoga Springs and Old Key West or Port Orleans French Quarter and Riverside is convenient riverboat access that'll take you to and from Disney Springs, right? The Sassagoula River cruise boats typically run between 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. daily, with new boats arriving at the docks every 15 to 20 minutes. So even though you're only going to have so many restaurants to choose from at any one of the resorts, you're still going to have hundreds of restaurants nearby at all times, and plenty of shopping and entertainment options too, thanks to the boats that'll deliver you to and fro all day long to Disney Springs. Well, at least that's the case most of the time. The Sassagoula River cruises can and do close because of the weather and construction and technical issues. And we've also seen these boats close in late spring, early summer, like May to early June, due to lower water levels. Surprisingly enough, Orlando does have its dry spells, and the Sassagoula boats pay the price for it. If you're staying at one of these resorts only to find that the boats aren't going to be running for whatever reason, you can still always hop on a Disney Springs bus as a plan B. It's just kind of a bummer to miss out on the complimentary boat ride. Nobody's fault, but disappointing regardless. Now, I'm not saying to look at the glass half empty here, because more than likely the boats will be running during your next visit, but just keep in mind that it's always a possibility that they might not be available for whatever reason. We'll make sure to keep you updated via our DFB newsletter, just in case we hear about any sudden Sassagoula boat closures. So not all of Disney's hotels allow dear old Bingo to join you on the family vacation, but some of them do have dog-friendly accommodations, including Art of Animation, Port Orleans Riverside, Yacht Club, and Fort Wilderness. So pet-friendly rooms will be based in a specific part of the hotel so that those with pet allergies aren't impacted during their stay. These pet-friendly buildings, according to the Disney website, will be placed in locations with easy access to outdoor walkways for exercise, and will have pet relief areas nearby. And while Bingo's staying with you at Disney, they're going to be treated like a welcome guest too. So upon check-in, your furry friend will receive Pluto's welcome kit, which typically includes a feeding mat and bowls and plastic disposable bags, an ID tag, puppy pads, dog walking mat, and a Pluto do not disturb door hanger, though contents may vary. Sounds like a great setup for the whole family, right? Well, wait just a second, because there are quite a few rules that you and Bingo are going to have to follow if you're going to make this situation work. Rule number 1, you'll have to pay a pet cleaning fee. If you're at Art of Animation, Port Orleans Riverside, or the cabins at Fort Wilderness, a charge of $50 per night plus tax will be applied to the room account. However, if you're staying at Yacht Club Resort, a charge of $75 per night plus tax will be applied instead. Rule number 2, before your doggo is allowed on site, you must provide updated vaccine records. You'll also be required to sign a pet agreement stating you follow the hotel's pet policy. Rule number 3, pet owners must bring their own dog food since none is sold on site. Rule number 4, only 2 dogs are permitted per room and no other animal is permitted to stay with guests, so you gotta leave your kitty cat and your bearded dragon back home. Rule number 5, you've gotta keep Bingo on a leash when you're in outdoor areas. And rule number 6, the big one, unless you're bringing a service animal with you, your dog will have a very limited range for where they're able to visit outside of your hotel room. Aside from those designated outdoor areas, pets are not allowed around any other area of the resort, even the pet-friendly ones, and they won't be allowed on Disney transportation or inside the parks either. So, before you take your pooch on vacation with you, decide if they'll be okay being cooped up in your hotel room for long periods of time. You might find that you're better off getting them a dog sitter back home or booking them a stay at the nearby Best Friends Pet Hotel on Disney property. For more information about the Best Friends Pet Care, including prices, you can call 877-493-9738 or visit their website. Now this one is very, very important too. There's all these new rules that we gotta share that are going to impact your family vacation. So Disney's been all about the new and refurbished hotel scene lately, right? And while an updated room is rarely ever a bad thing, there is one downside we've been seeing lately when it comes to Disney's new hotel room designs. Bathtubs are becoming less and less of a thing, often being completely replaced with walk-in showers. Now I'm not bashing walk-in showers, I love them, but if you're traveling with a baby or a toddler who's never been eased into the shower scene before, then you might find your family's routine bath nights a whole lot trickier to keep up with. Or if you're like me, sometimes a bathtub becomes a reading escape if your kid is fast asleep and you're without a book light and you need some place to get a little bit of reading in before bed without bothering your conked out son. Not great on the spine, but even an uncomfortable solution is still a solution. So if you know having a room with a tub is going to be something your family needs in order to have a hitch-free stay, minus toddler tantrums and babies having awkward sink washings, then make sure to request a room with a tub. Many room requests, like requesting a specific floor, or if you're in need of connecting rooms, can be made when it's time for you to check into your hotel via the My Disney Experience app. Check-in opens up 60 days before your resort arrival. But the thing about the MDE app requests is that they're not always the most super specific. So requesting a room with a bathtub, probably not going to be on that list. For more specific requests, you can call up Disney Reservations at 407-939-1000 1936 to talk with a cast member in person and have your request added onto your hotel reservation. Easy enough, but there are a couple of things to note before you do this. First, Disney's phone lines get busy with a capital B, so make sure you've got some time chiseled out during your day where you're not pressed for time and can listen to that scratchy on-hold music for a bit. And two, even after you make your request, said requests aren't always guaranteed to be fulfilled, though Disney will do their best to make sure things work in your favor. That's why you might want to invest in a portable or inflatable tub to take with you if all else fails. Lots of inflatable tubs that you can find on Amazon are easy to pack and relatively cheap, typically costing around $25. Plus, we found some baths with cute little Disney designs on them too, including characters like Mickey, Minnie, Nemo, or Winnie the Pooh. So we're big fans of using grocery delivery services like Kroger Delivery, for instance, to stock up on food and drinks and snacks for our resorts without having to venture outside of the Disney bubble to go scavenge for that stuff ourselves. That way, we can have breakfast goodies, park snacks, bottled sodas and waters, maybe even picnic lunches ready to go all trip long without having to pay Disney's steep prices for food and drinks everywhere on property. Now, trust me, you're going to be shocked to see how much money you save on food and drinks by using this method because it is wild, even with delivery fees and tips. Along with your standard assortment of groceries, you're also free to order bottles of wine or cans of beer or some other fun and fruity cocktail of your choosing through grocery apps if you'd like a nice adult beverage to enjoy in your room as a little nightcap. That being said, there is one important rule to remember when you order alcohol via grocery delivery to your hotel, and that is you have to be present when the order's delivered. With most grocery orders, your resort's Bell Services can accept a delivery on your behalf, even if you're out at one of the parks or shopping around Disney Springs when they arrive. It won't cost you anything extra for Bell Services to hold on to your stuff, though it is a good idea to tip Bell Services afterwards as an added thank you for keeping your food and drinks safe. The only time Bell Services can't accept an order for you is if that order contains any sort of alcoholic beverage, and that's because Bell Services can't show their ID on your behalf. The person who orders the alcohol must show their ID to the delivery driver to complete the transaction. So if you're planning on ordering any sort of boozy beverages via Kroger Delivery or any other service, make sure you stick close by your resort so that you're able to meet up with the delivery driver at your hotel's lobby once they arrive. So it's the morning of your hotel checkout and the bed is so cozy and the pillows are so fluffy and the resort TV music is so soothing. Do we really have to leave our hotel room and go back to reality so soon? I feel like we just got here. Now, Disney's usually pretty strict about their checkout policy. On your last day at your hotel, you need to be all packed up and out by 11 a.m. But sometimes 11 a.m. just feels way too early, especially if you've got a later flight and you're not really in any hurry to leave property right away. Now, while this isn't a guarantee, it's never a bad idea to call up your hotel's guest service number early in the morning on your checkout date and see if you can hang tight for an hour or so longer. And actually what I do is I call them the day before, first thing in the morning, and see if I can get a late checkout for tomorrow. Again, this isn't always a guarantee, but the worst thing a cast member can tell you is no. The best they can tell you is sure, we'll move your checkout back till 12 o'clock or 1 p.m. If you still have to check out by your regular time, but again, you're not in a hurry to leave the Disney bubble and start thinking about your regular 9 to 5 waiting for you, Bell Services can hold on to your luggage while you enjoy one last day exploring the parks or shopping Disney Springs or doing some resort hopping or maybe squeezing in a round or two of putt-putt. So just leave your stuff with Bell Services and they'll take care of it. So the Disney resorts have some of the coolest hotel pools around. You've got the new Cove Pool at the DVC Island Tower at Polynesian Village, the mini water park at Yacht and Beach Club, Disney character-themed pools at Art of Animation, Pirates Fortress at Caribbean Beach, Mayan Pyramids at Coronado Springs, and my scriptwriter Bria's favorite hot tub on site, the 20-seater, which sounds like my personal nightmare, but okay, fair, it's spacious, I will give it that. Now I could keep going, but I'll save more hotel pool talk for a different day. For now, I just want to make sure you're kept in the Disney pool's good graces, and you can do just that by keeping all your flotation devices like your big ol' inflatable float loungers or donut inner tubes back home. Sometimes Disney even has issues with pool noodles, but I've seen people get away with those, so take your risks. Now, technically, the only flotation devices allowed in Disney's hotel pools, as well as their water park pools and lazy rivers, are the Coast Guard approved ones. So that includes things like Coast Guard approved life jackets, approved water wings, etc. By the way, don't stress if if you leave your life jackets back home. Every Disney hotel pool does provide complimentary life jackets for kids and adults to make sure everyone stays safe and feels relaxed about their pool day. But are life jackets the only things you can bring with you on a Disney hotel pool day? No, actually not. You're also more than welcome to bring a selection of water toys, as long as, according to the Disney website, they're used safely and with adult supervision. Water toys that are greenlit by Disney include things like swim rings, beach balls, and other little soft water toys that aren't going to be distracting to the lifeguards. However, items like hard frisbees and squirting water gun style toys are going to be a no-no. The number one rule out of AJ Wolf's big old book of Disney rules: stretch your Disney dollars whenever and however you can. That's why I'm going to show you where you're able to refill your Disney Resort refillable mug no matter what time of day or night you need a Diet Coke pick-me-up. Or am I the only one who's craving a Diet Coke at 3 a.m.? The struggles of being a full-time soda goblin. So first, let's do a quick recap about Resort refillable mugs. Disney's Resort refillable mugs are 16-ounce insulated coffee mugs sold at Disney's hotels in the resort's primary counter service location. With a mug purchase, you're entitled to unlimited free refills on fountain drinks and coffee and tea from participating beverage locations at each and every Disney resort. Yep, all the Disney resorts for the length of your stay up to 14 days. After 14 days are up, the little RFID barcode inside your mug will deactivate, so you can just take it home and use it like a normal mug from there on out, but you won't be able to bring it back and reuse it for more free hotel refills for future Disney vacations. You can either buy a resort refillable mug outright for around $23, or if you're using the Disney dining plan, each person attached to that plan will automatically receive their own mug as part of the package. Now notice how I'm emphasizing the whole resort part of the resort refillable mugs. That's because you can only refill these mugs around participating resort locations, not in the Disney parks. Sure, you can fill up your mug with whatever you want to before you head over to a park. You just can't fill up your mug again with free soda, tea, or coffee until you're back at your hotel. You can, however, still fill it up around the park's refillable water station, so there is that. But here's the tricky thing. Disney's quick services and food courts, where you'll most often find the free refill options around the hotels, might stay open late, but they do eventually close for the night. However, select hotel pool bars, including Petals Pool Bar at Pop Century, the Drop-Off Pool Bar at Art of Animation, and the Banana Cabana Pool Bar at Caribbean Beach all have 24/7 refill stations. So go to town, all you soda goblins, and get that 3 a.m. Diet Coke refill if you need it. Oh, and here's an extra bit of bonus info for you. Select resort hotels, including the Market at Ale and Compass at Yacht Club and Primo Piatto at Riviera Resort, have Coke Freestyle machines, meaning you'll have even more soda possibilities to choose from, including Mr. Pibb, which is something you're not going to find at your standard Disney Resort refill station. All right, so this is only the beginning of your Disney hotel journey. So if you're ready to keep on diving down the resort rabbit hole with us, check out one of the videos on our YouTube Disney World Resorts playlist next. And don't forget to pick up your free DFB guide to every Disney World hotel over at disneyfoodblog.com/hotels. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.